Welcome everyone, I'm your host Locum23. You're joining me for Choices Stories to Play Royal Romance Book 2, Chapter 1. Let us go. So, I've already skipped all through that blah 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 sync from Book 1. Perfect, let's go. Last but not least, is this your prince? Yes? I mean, I would assume. Great, you're all set. Previously on Royal Romance. I can't believe the coronation ball is tonight. I can. Everything we've worked for this season has led up to this moment. Hey, Venti. I know I don't act very grateful for anything most of the time, but I do care about you. Most of the time you act like you hate me. It's not personal, it's just easier that way. Yes. I didn't want to say it like this, but tonight is my last night. My parents are withdrawing me from the court. What? It's unlikely I will win the prince's hand, and I stood up to my mother, so they're sending for me immediately. I leave at dawn. Too bad she didn't stick around. She might have been with the prince. Riley, I wanted to tell you this now. So it's just between you, the two of us, and not the entire court. Because even if I didn't need to choose a bride tonight, I'd still be proposing. Because I don't need any more time to decide. I already know. And it was me. We intercepted a courier with a letter addressed to you. Wow, I've been involved there. I'd have held on to it until after the coronation, but it says urgent. Urgent? Take the folded letter and open it. Lady Riley, the prince will never be yours, and you will never be queen. Leave court now. Huh? And finally, you hear a phone buzz, and then another, and then another. One by one, people in the crowd check their devices. Oh my. Oh no. She wouldn't. Those bastards. What? Was no one going to tell us what is going on? Max pushes his phone at Bertrand. The night Tarek thought you walked into his room. Someone got photos of it. You were set up. It's all over the news. Anna shows you a news story published a few minutes ago. In the leading photo, Tara reaches out for you while you're in your underwear. The headlines read, Prince humiliated by unfaithful suitor. But the royal guards appear. I'm sorry, Lady Riley, but I've been ordered to escort you out immediately, along with the representatives from House Beaumont, which, by the way, why would the guard intercede like that? Ooh, Madeline and the Queen, I'm telling you right now. Given the circumstances, I'm sure Lady Riley has withdrawn from consideration. And now Prince Liam must make his choice. I choose Lady Madeline. I'm deeply, deeply honored to accept. I forgot how much frustration this book brings me. And now, Royal Romance Book 2. Chapter 1, Homecoming. I forgot how much hate I have for this book. In a kingdom far away. It's the night of the coronation ball. And you're sitting in the Cordonian airport with 2 palace guards waiting for your flight. You thought this was going to go somewhere else, didn't you? Now boarding economy class for passengers of flight PB205 to New York City. That's me. You stand up, grabbing the bag you packed under the watchful eyes of the palace guards just a couple hours ago. Again, why are the palace guards even interceding in this? Goodbye, Cordonia. The guards watch you sling the bag over your shoulder, digging into your pockets for your boarding pass when... Wait, Riley! You pause, turning to see Maxwell and Bertrand rush up. Maxwell, Bertrand? 2 guards intercept them. Hey! You will keep your hands to yourself. I am Duke of Ramsfoot. Hearing the title, the two guards back down. That's better. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have business to conduct. The two guards look at each other. Or will House Belmont have to demand recompensance for yet another slight? The guards shake their heads and walk away. Riley! Did you come here to scold me? Help me. Well, kinda? I mean, not in the sense that we have any answers, but we are here for you. We still believe in you, Riley. Really? Both of you? Just tell me, is it true that you've been carrying on a romantic relationship with Tarek? Of course it's not. This isn't Riley's fault. Shush! I want to hear this from her. Bertrand, I'm not with Tarek, but I might be in love with someone else. You, Bertrand! She throws herself at him. And you were set up, and I have no criticism on how you handled yourself. Then why are you here? We're here to take you back. What? We are going to fight this. No one smears the name of House Belmont. But what's the point? Isn't it over? Prince Liam chose Madeline. King Liam chose Madeline, but nothing's set in stone. There's still a chance for you to be with him, as there's a constitutional provision that states the king is able to change his selection in specific cases for the good of the nation. It hasn't been invoked in 100 years, but there is a precedence. But the more important matter is the nefarious forces are plotting against you. We must resolve this scheme against you at once. You do that for me? None of this is your fault, Lady Riley. If anyone is to blame, it's the court for reacting as they did, and even more so, it's the true culprits behind it. House Belmont supports you unequivocally, and we will stand by you to the bitter end. And to the sweet end, too. Indeed, I'm optimistic that we will prevail, though we do have our work cut out for us. And what work is that exactly? We're gonna have to prepare for your engagement tour. The what? Ahem. The unfortunate thing about clearing your name and figuring out what happened is that we have to follow the royal court around, and they're currently gearing up for the King and Countess Madeline's royal engagement tour. Oh, so more shindigs, parties, and other crap. Oh, Lord. You know what? This is where I would just look at the flight attendant and go, did my flight take off yet? No. Okay, I'm getting on it. Bye, guys. You guys just deal with this. I'm going back to being a waitress. It's going to be amazing. We're going everywhere. We'll be seeing the Eiffel Tower in Paris, seeing Capri, the bamboo groves in China. China. It's going to be a lot of non-stop parties and tons of fun. I mean, if you ignore the whole Liam and Madeline being together thing. But what do you say, Riley? Travel the world, clear your name, party with friends, and save Liam and the kingdom? Is there a no? Is there a no? Is there a no button? Where's... Final call for economy class passengers of flight PB205 to New York City. Final call. Oh! 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 I'm really trying to clutch it. Oh God! Come on, gravity is fighting me. Alright, let's go. Take my bag and let's go. Yo, bag? Come on, it's a special occasion. Fine, but this will be the one and only time. Thank you. You kind of owe it to her as you walk out of the airport. I thought you'd given up on me. After what happened tonight, I didn't think I'd ever hear from any of you ever again. Maxwell slings an arm around your shoulders. We could never forget about you. We came here as soon as we could. Palace security took us to the separate holding room. It was like looking dicey, but Bertrand really gave them the old what for. I would have liked to have seen that. Oh, it was as fine as, how dare you, and House Belmont commands you to release us, sort of speech. Vermont clears his throat, adjusting the lapels of his blazer with a satisfied smirk. One does not treat the Duke of Ramsford with anything less than respect. Oh, how did anyone survive that tongue lashing? They didn't. Now get in the limo. I have a lot of work to do before the welcome party at the Madeline's estate, and we haven't a moment to lose. Back at the Beaumont house, you settle in. That is a beautiful room we've never seen before. Home sweet home. You've just finished putting away your stuff when there's a knock at your door. Bertrand stands there. Hey, we should talk about the next few weeks. Because of the plot against you, the press is currently having a field day smearing your name. Great. I'll figure out how to best spin the media circus, but you will have to ensure your future behavior is impeccable. I already was doing that. And that means there'll be no mistakes in your education. You're learning as much about courtly behavior as you can before the tour kicks off. This time you'll be prepared for anything. I hope you're right. You didn't prepare me last time, and I did pretty damn awesome, except for once. Your Grace! I'm not even gonna remember it, it's blocked out of my mind. For the next couple weeks, you, Bertrand, and Maxwell prepare for the Royal Engagement Tour, covering all manners of topics. You've mastered the Cordonia waltz, but your quick step's a bit, well, slow. Let's try one again from the top. Quick, quick glide. Quick, quick glide. You learn about tasting food and wines. The Cabernet is pretty good. That might have passed for your reaction in a dive bar in New York, but this is the royal court. You'd be laughed out of the room. I meant to say, the mouthfeel of Cabernet is velvety and full with jammy stone fruit flavors. I can almost taste the pretension. It's perfect. God, I hate royal life. You go jogging with Maxwell. Okay, seriously? Why do I have to run laps around the estate? It's just like the thing they do in the movies, you know? Like when you're getting ready for something. Not really, no. Maxwell. Okay, honestly, I was gonna go for a run anyway, and I wanted some company. Besides, we're having fun together, right? Yeah. Until, at last, you sit down on the steps of the grand staircase after a long day of table etiquette lessons. If I have to look at another fork, I'm gonna throw it into a wall. Who knew there'd be so many kinds? Bertrand, he knows all the forks, but cheer up, lessons are over for now. We'll be traveling to Madeline's estate tomorrow in Fidelia for the welcome party, and that's when things will really start happening. Finally, I'm ready to look into the blackmail note and get to the bottom of everything. I really want to know who set me up, why Liam chose Madeline. He had to, we knew that. When I get proof of who did this. You're kind of scary when you're mad. Why is there no fingerprints on the letter? That is my question. Has anyone checked that? I'm just ready to get some answers. Maxwell claps for you affectionately on the shoulder. Hey, we'll figure it out. We're gonna fight back, remember? It'll be easier when we're on the engagement tour with all the major players at court and can see how people act around you. My tongue was like, going this way. Yeah, I guess that's not all that's bothering me. What else is on your mind? These past weeks, I haven't heard a thing about anyone outside House Beaumont. I thought I'd at least have talked with Liam, Drake, Hannah. I'm gonna go with Liam. It bothers me. Have you heard anything from him at all? No. Last time I talked to him was at the coronation. It was hard enough just convincing the palace guards to let us go to you, much less in touch with anyone else. Besides, I'm sure it's been pretty crazy for him. The press wanting photos, interviews, the entire court vying for Lady Madeline's favor, the nobles congratulating Liam, what have you. Maybe I should try calling him. Heavens, no. Do you really think it's wise to be talking to him or anyone from the court? You turn to see Bertrand walking down the stairs. But why? Riley, someone wanted you to fail. And You think it might be one of them? No, but you'd better be extra careful. Anything you say, text, or do may be used against you. Conversations are recorded, texts are intercepted. If it's written or spoken over a phone line, we must assume that it'll eventually fall into the wrong hands. Ergo, we must keep any electronic communications to a minimum. So, I shouldn't talk to my friends. Actually, they'll probably be very helpful to us, but if you do talk to them, do it all in person. You'll get your chance tomorrow. I'd suggest you get some rest. We're getting up early tomorrow, and we have a long journey ahead of us. The next day, you, Bertrand, and Maxwell pile out a limo and on to the grand estate belonging to Countess Madeline. Wow, this is something. Madeline's family home is considered one of the finest in Cordonia. And lucky for us, she's been gracious enough to grant us rooms in the main house. Though I'm still not certain if we should take this as a good sign or not. You mean she might be keeping her friends close, but her enemies closer? Precisely. Maxwell helps you carry your things to your room. Well, this is lovely. I kind of expected her to put you in a broom closet or something. For all you know, this was passes as a broom closet on her. She's just trying to show off how rich she is. The room is bugged. Richard glances around suspiciously and speaks loudly into a vase. An excellent reminder that we have nothing to hide, should anyone be listening. The truth will come out. I think Riley was joking, Bertrand. One can never be too careful. Now, you should get dressed for the welcome party. Remember, this is your grand re-entrance to courtly society. The others in the court don't know you're here, so it'll be quite a surprise. It's imperative that you look your finest. We get it, diamonds. Let me guess. I'm on my own for that. Bertrand holds up a pink dress. Actually, Maxwell insisted that we do our part, if you would. You duck in the closet to change and come out a few minutes later. How do I look? Perfectly respectable. It's dignified, distinctive, plus it's a designer. And it's on sale. What? 12 diamonds instead of 20? Maxwell! What? In any case, if you can't come up with anything better, I think it'd be quite sufficient. I also had one of the local shops send over a dress if you wanted another option. Ah. Let me try it on. I'm sorry. Okay, I want you to look how unrealistic that bottom is. I would close this, but then the app crashes. Look how unrealistic this is. I mean, look how it just... It's all the way out there, man. What is holding it out like that? Plastic? Pieces of wire? Like, stun the crown in your grand return to the court with this elegant dress. No. That is more normal. That is more pretty. I actually like that. And I'm a guy. Petal pink. Show your sweet side with this cute dress. The blue one, don't get me wrong. I like it. I like the blues and everything. But just how it's like... Oh man, it looks like a funnel. Just upside down. I think I'll stick with the dress you and Bertrand picked out for me. Nothing could be more House Belmont. Change your mind? No. But do I want to try something else on? No! Alright, we're going with this. Yeah, stop asking. Stop it. Perfect, you look ready. Believe me, I'm more than ready to clear my name, get my prince back, wipe that smirk off Madeline's face, clear my name. I'll rest until justice has been done. Thank you, Maxwell. Maxwell offers you his arm. My lady. My lord. Then you run down the stairs and you smack the shit out of Madeline. Moments later, the doors to the Grand Hall of Madeline's manor are thrown open. Around the room, you hear gasps, all eyes turn to you. Then the whispers begin. It's Lady Riley. Mon Dieu, I can't believe she dared to show her face here. On one side, the press takes note of your entrance. Lady Riley? This should be interesting. I suppose we'll see what Lady Riley intends to accomplish tonight. Your hands tighten on Maxwell's arm, and he grins reassuringly at you. You're doing great. Thanks, Maxwell. Before you get far, a refined older woman comes up to you. Excuse me, you must be the infamous Lady Riley. That's right. How bold of you to attend, but it'll be a boring party without a little scandal, don't you think? I'm assuming you're Madeline's mother. Welcome to Fidelia. Welcome. That must make you Madeline's mother. That's right. I suppose the family resemblance must be what gave me away. And hopefully not my age. Both dead! My name is Adelaide. What a convincingly just ordinary name. Like Madeline, but Adelaide. Sweep into a curtsy. My lady, it's an honor to be here. The press said you were an uncouth American who jilted King Liam, but now that I have met you, I'm not sure I believe them. Lady Adeline turns to Maxwell. Now you, I believe everything they say about you. You're looking lovely as ever, Lady Adeline. Lord Maxwell Beaumont, you have quite a lot of explaining to do. How is it that I've never been invited to any of those Beaumont parties that I've heard so much about? Must have been a terrible oversight on our part. See to it that I'm the guest on the guest list next time. If there are any more parties now that you're more settled. Adelaide pulls back and regards the two of you, a hand on each of your arms. Don't you two make a darling couple? Me and Maxwell, a darling couple? You're mistaken. We're just friends, or maybe like brother and sister. Riley is House Beaumont, after all. Of course. Now, you should go pay your respects to Madeline. Don't let me keep you any longer. As you and Maxwell leave Adelaide, you lean in to whisper. That was funny, huh? Who'd ever think we would be a couple? Right? Now, game faces, it's time to talk to Madeline. You cross the room and come to Madeline. Oh, Lady Riley, I'm so pleased that your recent fall from grace didn't keep you away. A lesser woman, more well-versed in courtly politics, might have gone into hiding. It's so brave of you to be here. Let's cut the shit. Let's really cut the shit. We know it was you. Okay? After what you did to Leo in Rules of Engagement, let's cut the shit. Lady Madeline, I just want to say, it'll take more than a few lies to get rid of me. Congratulations on your engagement. Let's not pretend like we like each other. It'll take more than a couple lies. Oh my, so you're denying that the photos are real? I was set up. Uh-huh, and who would want to do that? You tell me. Oh, I'm sure I wouldn't know. I do wish you luck and clearing your name. But I'm sure I'll be far too busy to follow the news on that. What with King Liam and I being very much engaged. Isn't that right, darling? Oh, I'm gonna break a desk. I'm gonna break a desk. You turn, feeling your heart beat faster in your chest. Riley? Lady Riley. Liam, shouldn't you greet your guest with a kiss? Don't think I've forgiven you. I've missed you. I've missed you too. We need to... Madeline puts a hand on his arm. We need to see to the rest of our guests, sweetheart. Madeline loops her arm in Liam's and leans in to kiss his cheek. Being a royal couple of the hour has its obligations. Right. But Maxwell subtly squeezes your hand and you trail off. It was wonderful to see you both. Lady Riley, Lord Maxwell. Liam and Madeline walk off together to circulate around the room. I've got to be careful around Madeline right now. But there's so much that Liam and I need to talk about. I know that it'll have to wait. Maybe you'll get your chance to talk to him in private. Hey, I see Bertrand over by the tables. He must have found our seats. You and Maxwell heard Bertrand, but before you get there, Kiara and Penelope saw you. Riley, I'm so excited to see you. Penelope gives you a big hug. Oh, and that outfit looks good on you. Him, Penelope, what are you doing? Even if Lady Riley was someone we designed to associate with, we're on Madeline's side now. Remember? Oh, right. You're on Madeline's side, but I thought we were friends. We are. Friendship has nothing to do with it. Also, not to put too fine a point on it, but she's made us her ladies-in-waiting. It's a huge, huge honor. We're basically her closest confidants. But that also means we're beholden to be loyal to her. I suppose that means you're not sitting in the back of the room with us? Hardly. Madeline has placed us in a very high position of honor at her table. Yeah, no comment. Well, then I guess, thank you for letting me know. I'll see you around. We won't be exchanging Christmas cards this year. I'll see you around. Well, probably not. We're not even supposed to be talking to you right now, especially with the scandal. Yeah, actually, if Madeline asks, tell her we really snubbed you, okay? Come on, Penelope. Madeline's looking this way. Garrett takes Penelope by the arm, and the two make their way to the head table. It's their loss. We're more fun than Madeline's table. Come on, Bertrand has our seats. In the back of the room, you and Maxwell sit next to Bertrand and fill him in. It seems Madeline has wasted no time consolidating power. Unfortunately, she has us at the disadvantage. We don't have anything to offer potential allies. It's okay. We don't need anyone else. We've got each other. Bertrand looks from Maxwell to you. God help us. House Beaumont is doomed. Oh, God. Oh, it's me. Anyway. Come on, have a little faith. We've just got to figure out how to clear my name. Now, that we're at court, how's that going? Bertrand sighs. The three of you fall quiet as servers bring around the first course of the meal. When they're gone, Bertrand clears his throat and continues. I spoke briefly with some of the reporters. They haven't been able to reach Tarek for comment. And obviously, you haven't given them an official statement yet. According to Miss De Luca, your best chances of clearing your name is compel Tarek to make a statement with you explaining the misunderstanding. Where do you think Tarek stands? I think Tarek was in the whole thing. Tarek got set up just like I did. He seemed to think that I was in his room and that I somehow was confessing my love to him. Yeah, I've known Tarek a long time and I don't think he's ever made the first move. For what it's worth, I think he was genuinely confused. I did too. I really did. Which means we both got played. No matter how we might feel about him, he is the key to all of this. We need to find him and get him to make a statement. Where do we start? I'm sure... Where is Drake? Where is Drake is my question. He's been conspicuously absent since the night of at the country manor. He didn't come to our home, and he wasn't even at the coronation. And I didn't even see him here tonight. Indeed, I asked around, and it appears that he's left court. If he's being used as a pawn, it's likely that whoever set this up wanted him out of the way to prevent him from coming forward with the truth. So, we need to find him? Precisely. The sooner the better. Look over at Madeline, who's currently feeding Liam a bite of lobster with her fork. Ooh! Anybody got a gun? I'll just do it now! Anyone else just lost their appetite? Not really. I'm envisioning a sniper rifle, a scope, and what said scope looks like at the Later, after dinner, you hear a knock at your door. You open it to find Maxwell standing there with a bouquet of 24 red roses. Hey, what's this? Special delivery, housekeeping sent over a new centerpiece for your end table. You bury your nose in the flowers to smell them and spot a piece of paper wrapped around one of the stems. I wouldn't blame you if you're furious with me, but please meet me so I can at least explain. I'll be on the balcony outside my room in 20 minutes. That's Liam's handwriting. I've got to go. But the hallway's crowded with staff and nobles. Madeline's basically put you in the corner of the estate, farthest from Liam. He must not have known. You eye the window at the side of your room. There's more than one way out of here. No way! That's too dangerous. If you fall, you could really hurt yourself. But I can just imagine Liam waiting for me on that balcony. Don't you do it, Pixelberry! Oh my... I'm done. I'm serious. Right now I have 2 diamond editions to do after Endless Summer. One is Freshman Book 3. The other is Romance. Right now, I'm thinking about doing High School this weekend, by the way. High School Story. But, besides that, I'm triggered right now. Alright, moving on. Skip it. There is diamond editions for a reason, folks, in case you're going, you got tons of diamonds. No, there are tons of diamonds. If I use the little bit I have right now, they're gone in, like, 1 chapter. You're right. I better not chance it. I'm sure me falling out of a window is exactly what Madeline wants. There will be other chances to talk to Liam. Just get some rest for now. I'll see you in the morning, bright and early. Of course. The next morning, you wake up to the sound of someone knocking. Okay. Maxwell, I'm coming. No need to break down the door. You rush out of bed and throw it open, expecting to see Maxwell. Liam? Aha, look at that. I hope I'm not disturbing you, but I shouldn't linger in the hall. It was difficult to get down here unseen. Of course. Come in. He steps in your room, and for a moment you merely stare at one another. Shit. Hugging him? That's gray area. Kissing him? No. To me right now, that's a bad move. Ask what he's doing. What are you doing here, Liam? You're an engaged man. That's correct, but Madeline and I have an understanding. She knows that I'm not in love with her. She does? Yes, and she simply doesn't care. Really? You don't know Madeline very well, but she's uncompromisingly practical and as cunning as she is calculating. This arrangement suits her, actually, but that's not why I'm here. I can't stay long, but I had to see you, to talk to you, to tell you how much I've missed you. How could you have let me go that night? I mean, after those photos surfaced, we didn't even get a chance to talk. I know. Are you going to ask me if it's true? You and Tarek, I don't need to ask to know that it was either fake or a setup. If you know, then why did you choose Madeline? Someone wanted to prevent you from becoming queen. Someone with considerable resources, access to the royal court, and the ruthlessness to put you in a compromising position. And if I had stood up there and chosen you, Riley, from then on you'd be in danger. I'm sorry that it happened as it did, but in that moment, the only way that I could think of to keep you safe was to make them think they'd won. I wish you'd reached out to me sooner. I wanted to, believe me. I can only imagine how difficult this entire ordeal must have been for you. But it was too dangerous to risk reaching out. In order for this to work, it had to appear that I believed the photos and severed ties with you. I got engaged to Madeline to buy us time. Her hope is that nothing changes and I simply end up marrying her. But if we're able to figure out who's plotting against you, then anything is possible. Until then, for your safety, it must appear as though we're no longer involved. Speaking of which, I've taken a big enough risk coming here. I should go. I guess I can't keep you. Take care of yourself, Riley. Your safety is all that I care about. Liam opens the door and slips out. You close the door and lean against it, thinking about what Liam said. What a mess. A knock startles you, and you swing open the door expecting Liam. Hey, I thought you had to... You trail off and you catch sight of your new visitor. What? I thought you were gone. Something tells me it's Cherrick, or Drake, who's come back to court. Find out in the next chapter. Ah, yes. Well, we're officially done. That is slow. They really need to speed that up, by the way. Ah, good times. Good times indeed. Good times had by all. So as you can see, right now these are the two that I'm working on. For Diamond Editions, right? This I had worked on, but no one watched Crown in the Flame Book one. I don't know why, so I was just like, you know what? Yeah, it wasn't even financially even equal to. It was just like, okay, I'm taking a break. Maybe I'll work on the other things, and then lo and behold, when all the Diamond Editions are caught up and everything, then we'll work on Crown of the Flame. How about that? In a way, I also tried to do as an anniversary edition. With that being said, we are officially done with all new chapters this week. We are working on Chapters the Interactive Story, just to let you know. Great little app, darker toned and more interesting and mysterious tone than Pixelberry stuff. Pixelberry's is always more lighthearted and whatnot. There's very little dark tone they have, which is something I wish they would do and delve into. But they're all happy and cheerful people, and life is not like that. With that being said, so all the new stuff's done. We're gonna be working on Diamond Editions. We're gonna be working on Chapter. We're gonna be working on all these other things this week for the rest of the week until next Wednesday. So do keep that in mind. Do stay tuned to the channel. Also, you can always follow me on social media, Twitter, Facebook, things like that. There's links down in the description. I always update those when I do a video or I got something just on the top of my head I want to talk about or whatever. Feel free to like, comment, share, or if you're not already subscribed, do so, or you miss out on great content. Also, if you're feeling generous enough, you can always go down to the description down below and support me and my channel. Otherwise, a simple share does a good enough job if you're unable to. And until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and I'm going to go grab myself some coffee now, because I haven't had any all damn day. Peace.